parenting,
Hoes,
drugs,
bitches,
father figures,
bitch niggas,
mentors,
alcoholics,
people that you need in your goddamn life,
crackheads,
entrepreneur,
new crackheads,
successful business people.
ugly children. Welcome to NTS, which stands for niggas talking shit.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916,
Jeff Brown,
NTS.
you already know what's up. Hey man, I was at dinner last night and we didn't, by the way, we didn't have time. We didn't prepare this at all. This is just some shit that popped up. We doing shit that popped up. This popped up at dinner. It was me and my wife and 3 other couples, and we were all black man and wife couples. We in a real nice restaurant in Calabasas. We sitting there, and we get into relationship between male and female, predominantly between black people. And I said, black women, generally more than any other group of people, have a problem with the following setup. For my wife, I will provide for you. I will protect you. I will go before you. I will die. Right now, I would die in your place. In return, I ask one thing. Do what I say. Oh, it got hot. What you mean, do what you say? I didn't stutter. Did I stutter? This is you do what I say. I'm not going to tell you, you're not my slave.
Yeah.
I'm not going to speak down to you. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you. But the point is, if I'm leading and you following, then how do you get around doing what I say? Case in point, had a big thing. My ex-wife, dude, she could have played ping pong in the Olympics. She was a fucking beast on the ping pong table. Could fucking play. I'd never seen anybody beat her ever. And she could fucking play. Me and her brother and one of her cousins is finna go to the liquor store. This knucklehead that lives down the street from her auntie comes to this party in her backyard, bunch of people there, ping pong table. I say to her before I leave, I don't care what happened. You see that dude right there? Don't play ping pong with him. Don't. I'm not. We go to the store. I get back just in time to hear, oh, she beat him. We walking back there and I know who it is. And this dude right here come out of his mouth with blah, 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 woo, woo, but this bitch. I said, bruh, what did you just say? I was just talking about how I said, I don't care what happened. Did you just call my wife a bitch in a backyard full of her family? Well, don't look like her family got no problem. I said, no, her family not speaking. Her husband's speaking up right now. And one of us gonna have to leave or we gonna tear this fucking backyard up. Oh, bro, I ain't want no problems like that. I said, me neither. But understand, it's somebody you love. It's a woman you love. Your mother, your sister, somebody that you wouldn't appreciate somebody you don't know calling them a bitch. And bruh, straight up, I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying that I don't appreciate it at all and that it is my wife. What? I said, you know what? You can stay. We're leaving. Oh God, Jeff, does it have to be this? I said, no, it doesn't have to be this. Because if you had done what I said, I saw this nigga coming in here. That's the difference between me and you. Mm-hmm. I have a PhD in 2 areas, pimp shit and nigga shit. And I know niggas when I see them coming. And I saw this nigga right here, and I saw his disposition, and I knew that he wasn't gonna be able to beat you playing ping pong, and I knew that he wasn't gonna be happy about it. Yeah. So what I said in my forethought is do not play ping pong with him. Because I am your husband, I do not owe you a because all the time. Because I am your leader. No leader owes his followers a fucking because all the time. other than because I fucking said so. Now, as my wife, sometimes I don't have time to explain to you. I don't have time to break it down. And I don't have a need as your leader. I will die for you. Do what I say. But your problem is, how do you get a black woman to jump out of an airplane?
Well, see,
have a black man tell her not to. That's the problem.
You know what?
What say you?
Going back to that, man, and you know, I know I'm gonna catch shit. Cause, oh, Big Herc, you talking about you care about black people? You got a white wife.
Yeah, because this is a bunch of this you don't deal with.
But the bottom line is, I'm totally there with you as far as that particular opinion, because it's like, if I'm your man and I'm, you know, supposed to be the head of the household and I'm supposed to be the protector, the provider, the one who makes sure you're secure, and my job is to see things before they happen. And I'm not going to lead you into quicksand. I'm not going to take you to an edge of a mountain and have an avalanche, because I can see the avalanche, the snow is coming, and I know it's going to break, so let's go this way. I'm not going to lead you into a bad situation. And a lot of times when somebody challenges you, now it's different if you want to offer an opinion. Maybe you've seen something in women's intuition. I believe in that.
Sure.
I've had my wife say, hey, you know, there's something about that guy, and it comes out to end up being true. But like at the end of the day, we talk about the same thing. We had the conversation. I'm like, man, look, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. I know that you have an opinion, and I do respect that. And I don't tell you not to share your opinion, because it's valued. But when you talk about really like situations that require, you know, where everything is right on the line, I'm not going to put that responsibility on you, because that's my job.
Absolutely.
And that's the problem, where a lot of men are so indecisive, and then these women think that they can wear the same pants. You cannot box like me. You cannot run. You're not going to do the things I can do, because it's just, this is what my makeup is made with. This is what
you were predestined to do.
Exactly. Or I wouldn't be a silverback. So when you put that in a perspective, it's like sometimes just be quiet and listen, and that becomes a lot of the conflict, and that's why I feel that a lot of black women have pushed black men into other situations, which leads to them, expanding opportunities, and love is colorless. So it's like that does, I think, to a degree play a factor. But I'd be interested to know what were the other black women at the table saying once you said that.
We'll get to that. We'll certainly get to that. What you just said about expanding horizons, yes. To the disgruntled black women who are going to write letters, yes. It's to askunclejeff@gmail.com. Go ahead and hit me. Have you heard about the Great American Black Woman Shortage?
Fresh Out
Me
Series at
neither.
Gmail, yeah.
There is no, okay? When you count the dudes in prison, when you count the dudes that don't want shit, when you count the dudes that'll beat your fucking ass, when you count the dudes that have no problem wearing a black suit with brown shoes, when you count all these black dudes, there are 2 million more of you than us.
Yeah.
Any black dude in a bad relationship with a black woman is not bad at relationships. He's bad at math. Your numbers don't add up. I am not, and this is not to condemn all sisters. And if you think it is, fuck you already. No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that black women in this country, in my opinion, have a genetic predisposition to abstinence with black men, the same way that black men have a genetic predisposition to viewing their women as disposable. And I believe that both of those opinions about one another were fostered, and that we are going to have to unball our fists with one another to fix that. And at the table, dude, oh man, wait a minute. I need to walk by your side. You do? So do we flip a coin if you hear a noise downstairs on who go to check?
Well, you know what too, that just on that same topic, which I had talked earlier with Big Ann about, was, what's his name? Married to Gabrielle Union.
D Wade.
D Wade.
Yeah.
Talking about, she wears the pants. Your wife wears the pants?
Okay, bro.
But it goes back to, like you said, some dudes tuck their tail and play the game, but I'm
Yeah.
not one of them.
No.
And there's a lot of strong men who
No.
want respect, and it doesn't mean that they got to sit there and put hands on you or disrespect you.
Thank you.
But it's a certain level of, man, just respect me. Why I have to ask you everything and you have to say something back? Oh, can you do that? Okay. Why I have to respect back? Just do it. It's
Right.
not even an argument. Like if I ask you something, I'm not doing it to be bossy. I'm doing it because you're supposed to do it for me.
We're working towards
Just like if you
something.
ask me to do something, I'm not gonna let the trash get all full, and then you have to. I'm just gonna go do it.
Right.
If the car is dirty, I clean it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
this needs to be done. It's stuff like that. You know, lawn needs to be mowed. I'm gonna mow it. You ain't got it. So it's like the whole positions or roles. It's like Ice-T. That's why he said one time. You know, the one thing about a pimp and a hoe, everybody knows the roles.
Everybody know they role.
You know, but what becomes convoluted when you're trying to have my role, and I'm trying to sometimes do your. You know, we're not. Our roles are not distinguished. They're blurred lines.
Right.
And now there's problems, and that's where the challenge comes in.
Sure.
Well, I thought you was doing. Well, I thought you was doing. Well, last time you said. Well, last time you.
Right. And now we bickering like a couple of bros.
Over something stupid because the decision making's been all
Okay.
effed up.
Let me start here. My wife's word is first, but my word is final. I look at my wife like an oracle because she is. If you can get a woman on your side, fellas, and understand this, the woman is connected to a universe in ways that your monkey ass will never be.
She gives life. That's right there. That's why
gives
you can't.
life.
A woman gives life.
In that life, that cycle, her period is connected to the fucking moon, for God's sake. There's some shit they see, and of course the way they see it don't make no sense to you, because if you ask a woman for a question, she'll give you an answer to your question. It's just going to be surrounded with a bunch of other shit you didn't ask for. It's in there somewhere. You got to find it. It's in there. That's where man speak and woman speak are different, like Spanish and Portuguese. Another subject. My woman's word, I need it. What do you think of this baby? How does this sound to you? What is on your mind about this particular decision, about that one? I am going to seek her counsel and pull from her emotion the logic that I feel I can use, and then I will make my decision, and that is what the hell, no, what the fuck we'll be doing, because I am the leader. If not, how can you ask God, Lord, I want a leader, and then your monkey ass won't follow?
I think that
What is the point?
That goes back to, Jeff, like the whole breakdown of the family unit, and where they're trying to, you know, everybody's pushing where two adults, you want to do what you want to do, cool, but the old family structure, which they're trying to eradicate, man and woman, husband and wife, father, mother, child, there was a hierarchy. The father, the mother, the child. The child did not challenge the father. He did not challenge the mother. He might say something, but you haven't lived to have an opinion about something where it requires me to make a decision.
Absolutely.
So it's a hierarchy, but as those lines have blurred and the women, all this different demasculation of the male, the challenging of the status quo as far as we're, you know, and I'm not talking about, you know, women and what you should be paid and blah, blah. I'm just talking about as far as the positioning in relationships in society. All that's been so convoluted that now we have this conflict, which you didn't have that before. Some people would say, well, OG, it's changing of the times, you know, you're still living in the past. Well, there's certain things that hold value, and that's why certain societies, certain cultures continue to thrive and have that value, and they're not just imploding within themselves. And what you're
we'll
talking
come
about,
here and eat this culture up.
and that's why the black women, they're saying most black women past 35 are going to be single for the rest of their life. Oh,
It's
sure.
gonna
It's hard for them to find a mate because the good men that they passed up on in their 20s who are now successful in their 30s remember that, and now they've already got somebody else who believed in them when they didn't have shit.
Right.
Or that followed lead
Or
because
see their friends going through hell and go, you know what?
I'm cool.
I'm good. So
You know?
I don't. This is not at delusional black women. It's just about them. It's not pointed at anyone. If what we're saying is a bunch of shit, here's the good news. delusional women over 35 are going to unfuck themselves out of existence. There's no reason to fuck you.
Yeah.
There's no reason to deal. You do understand that, in the words of the late great James Hanna, there was a time when niggas had to fuck with you because they would swing from trees for doing anything else. Now, we don't necessarily have to take that shit.
And what the guy say? He said, "They told me, oh, gee, I'm gonna make you this. I know what I got. Something. I'm gonna make you wait for this. Wait. What? You got 2 kids already? Waiting? What am I waiting for?
Right.
I'm supposed to wait for your little nana.
Yeah.
Your little nana. I got 5 other females that got the same nana.
And I know that you done fuck somebody in the parking lot of some mall out here at 2 in the afternoon. Dude, your lady was somebody's hoe. Let's just be honest about it. It just ain't you. So we do know that we both over 30 something, and now you got me waiting for the same pussy that you ran some miles up on in college. That one?
Yeah.
That one, no. That one, no.
Yeah. Sorority girl?
I tell you what. There's a difference between waiting with you and waiting on you.
Yeah.
I'll wait on you, but I ain't gonna wait with you.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking me to do. Once you get past a certain age, ladies, understand that you cannot make a man respect you or disrespect you naked.
But what was the whole
the pushback
for them to say? So what was their response when you said that? As far as for them to say that they don't have to. I mean,
it feels domineering. That it feels.
See, that right there, domineering. You want to be dominated, but not be domineering. So do you want a weenie? Do you want a simp? You want somebody you could run over, but then he's 2 weeks, so you'll get this other dude who treats you like a hoe in the parking lot, and then come back to the simp because now you're married to a simp, but you got a cold hammer over here
out in the street
that basically comes through this. He's fucking everybody, but he fucks the shit out of you, but you can take that because you're not with a relationship with him.
Right.
But in a relationship, I ain't got to be able to tell you what to do.
I think what that comes down to is a concept of, and this goes for all women, is one of my favorite scenes in any movie. In the movie As Good as It Gets, Jack Nicholson plays the part of a character named Melvin Udall. He's a writer. He's a fucking asshole. And he's at his agent's office, and this airheaded secretary stops him, and he would rather be anywhere but dealing with her. And she goes, "You have to tell me, how do you write women so well?" I think of a man, and then I take away reason and accountability. Dude, have you ever been but stilled into some shit with a woman? You can give a woman all the logic in the world, and she will eat that shit up with 3 words. Yeah, but still. Baby, I don't think you should go to the Woodland Hills Mall today because there's a zombie apocalypse going on right now. And the undead are walking around eating brains. And I get it that they're having a sale on Fendi bags. But maybe we should wait until the zombie ahead team takes care of a few of these before you go out there. So I don't think you should go today. Yeah. But still, all that shit you just said is gone out of her head. She has rebooted her thinking with but still. I can't abide that thinking. I cannot, and it's too expensive to try to build with that type of woman. And these were great women, by the way, that I was at this dinner with. But when they are brought face to face with the concept of what an alpha male really means,
They don't know.
They don't
have a perception.
They really cannot.
No.
They can't fathom it. They cannot. They seem not to be able to deal with a man who is being masculine without being adversarial. And I understand the pushback on patriarchy. I get it. Because some fucked up shit has been done in the name of males and in the name of men doing it to women. But that ain't got shit to do with me and you.
Especially when you're not in an abusive relationship.
Right, I'm not
you're not somebody who's like, and it doesn't have to be physical abuse. I've seen people be in relationships that's
verbal.
Man, horrible.
Emotional.
The whole thing, but then they continue and they see that as, oh, well, he's going to change. Oh, well, yeah, he really loves me. Oh, well. And it's like you look at that and you're like, okay. And then it comes to a good guy coming and everything you say, it's got to be a challenge.
Sure.
So, like you said, you basically push yourself into a category which makes it to where you guys have these women's groups, but ain't no dick in the circle.
No.
All you guys sitting around looking at each other and you're talking about, girl, I could be happy about myself. Don't lie to yourself. Quit lying. If you worked a little bit on trying to maybe allow somebody to treat you good, you could have a decent relationship. You could have somebody that loved and cared about you if it wasn't always a challenge. Like you're trying to one up. Well, let's do it this way. Yeah, I've been here, but this place has better food. I went over here. I mean, why does it always have to be a one up?
Why does your man's word have to always stand a second, third, and fourth acid test of your logic? Why? If you have to keep triple checking what the fuck he got to say, you got the wrong dude.
Yeah.
You got the wrong dude.
Yeah, and a lot of these good dudes at some point say, you know what, I'm out. And that's why they go, and I've seen it. Brothers going to Panama, they going to South America, they're going over to Ghana, they're getting women everywhere but here.
And can we do something else? We're gonna knock this off. We're gonna knock this off. This bullshit about going to Brazil, because ain't nothing down there but male prostitutes and women that kiss men's asses, and they're not black. Let's kill all of that. Number one, most of the slave ships that left Africa could not make it to America because the current was too rough. That's why more of us, way more of us, were dropped off in South America. Mm-hmm. Hence Brazil.
Yeah.
You know what those women have over you, American black women? They're nice. That's it. They're nice.
Yeah.
They're nice. That's
the role hierarchy there is really embedded.
And they take a yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's like, and I hate to, well, I'm not going to say I hate to say it, but one of the things is because they have religious values, and that's the hierarchy. They don't challenge that. Where here, there's a whole breakdown of that, which, a lot of people are, hey, I'm spiritual too, but down there, they have a thing, and it's like, hey, you go back, do church, go back to your husband, boom, boom, boom. Not to say all the relationships are good, but they do have a certain level of respect, and that's why God defined happiness.
Okay, I'm spiritual, bitch, so is Satan. What are you saying? Just because you don't go to church on Sunday, you're not religious. Bullshit. And spiritual doesn't cut it either. Where does that spirit lead you? And that whole thing about I can be happy by myself. I'm not gonna say you're not lying. I'm gonna say let's hope that's true, because the universe gives you what you ask for. Yeah. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. As you wish. I don't need no woman. Said no straight man ever in the history of dick. Have we ever said, I don't need no woman ever?
Yeah.
No, that's y'all shit. And you paying for it right now. You paying for it right now. Every time, every weekend you break
I don't
open.
think any woman wants to be in her 60s by herself watching something on Bravo talking about, oh, I could be happy by myself, knowing that she could have somebody next to her, sharing, loving, doing stuff together.
But instead of that, she feeding both her cats by hand.
Come on, man. That little wiener dog, that little Persian cat you have, or whatever you got, goldfish, is not going to make up from having some strong, muscular, hard dick next to you. You know what I mean? A body keeping you warm.
Right.
Because the plastic it's not the same. So at the end of the day, a body that cares about you, that stimulating conversation that you could share and have memories with. You can have memories. You have things you've done together. So don't let these other women trick you into thinking you can be happy by yourself because you don't want somebody who's domineering.
Yeah, and I get it. Ladies, I get it. There has been some fucked up shit that happened in the name of masculine energy. Don't throw out all masculinity because of bad masculinity. There's a great way to treat you. And there's some good dudes that want to treat you that way. Here's the problem. You got to do what they say. NTS.
You already know.